to the greatest ever fall 2013 semester of RAJE. We're gonna have an awesome time. Who here has been, from the RAJE people, who has been on the RAJE trip before? Amazing. It's the greatest experience we can have. My name is Mordechai Tokarsky. I'm the National Director of RAJE, and a Russian Jew just like all of us here today. And as we begin this journey, it's important to ask a question. A friend of mine was once asked to speak in the high holidays, the Jewish New Year. He was asked to speak at an old age home. So, high holidays, Rosh Hashanah, birthday of the world, we all ask ourselves these deep questions like, why are we all here? So, he doesn't quite catch the significance of that line in the setting that he's about to enter in an old age home. He begins his Rosh Hashanah speech as saying, why are we all here? And an old man in the back pipes up and says, we're all here because we're not all there. Okay. Well, why are we all here? What's RAJE all about? A generation ago, we were not all here. We were all there. Behind our parents, we're behind the Iron Curtain, living under communism. Some of us were born there, some of us were already born. How many of you were born in the Soviet Union? Wow. Okay, how many of you, your parents were born in the Soviet Union, but you were born in America? So about half and half, yeah. So, a generation ago, we were all there. And the Soviet Union was at its height. We don't really realize what this means today. Today, communism, Russia, it's a crumbling empire, fell apart like a deck of cards, but in those days, in the 60s and 70s, the Soviet economy was actually growing faster than the American one. It seemed that the Soviets would win the war. We were losing Vietnam. Soviet Union was impregnable. And a few brave Jews, after the Six-Day War, few brave Jews said, you know what, we're not going to take this. We want to go to Israel, we want to go to America, we want to be free. And Jews in America and all over the world got together with this unbelievable dream of attaining our freedom against all odds. We marched on Washington, refuseniks, many of our grandparents, parents and grandparents sat in jail demanding our freedom. And finally, an unbelievable thing happened. The Iron Curtain fell. We were allowed to leave. We settled in Israel. 1 million of us ended up in Israel. 750,000 in North America. And here in North America, we face a challenge. If we are here today and we know we are Jewish, it means one thing. It means for the past 3,300 years, in an unbroken chain, our great-great-great-grandparents in every generation made tremendous sacrifices, accomplished tremendous things to keep their children and grandchildren Jewish. In the process, we changed the world. 2,000 years ago, the world was in darkness, worshiping idols. All the basic morality things we hold dear, like the value of life, like tikkun olam, like making this world a better place, like understanding the purpose and meaning of life. They were all ideas that were generated by the Jewish people. We changed the world. And we're here Jewish today. It wasn't easy to be Jewish. We're here because people sacrificed and make sure that they pass down that heritage from generation to generation. Amazing things. We're here today. And yet here in America, after winning our freedom, after all that sacrifice and accomplishment, the Jewish people faces our greatest threat. With over 71% in the new study choosing to leave, to intermarry. In the new millennial generations, yes, we're all millennials, it's a guilt-free generation. We only choose to be Jewish if we find value in it, if we fall in love with it. And yet, for 70 years, any vestige of knowledge, of value, of deep wisdom, what it means to be Jewish was wiped away from us. We were denied a Jewish education. And here at RAJE, some very good people, some very good Jews have gotten together and say, hey, we want to make a difference. We want to restore this change. We want to give these kids, us, an experience, a journey, which will give us an opportunity to once again fall in love with being Jewish. And it's a journey of discovery. It's a journey of discovery not just about what the Jewish people are, but it's a journey of discovery deep into our souls, of discovering who we are at the depths of our souls, and what it means to us in this world. Nobody can define that for us. We can go through this journey just for the trip, go through the motions, go through the classes, and it may mean nothing to us. We may not even notice. But if we look deep inside, if we try to feel, if we open ourselves, we may walk away with new meaning and new excitement and love in life, and understanding what being Jewish and who we are and where we came from is all about. And that is the gift of RAJE. That is the excitement. It is also so much fun and excitement and great trips and great experiences and opportunities to meet world-famous leaders who just happen to be Jewish, to enter into this amazing elite club called the Jewish people. And we welcome you on this journey. We want to be here for you and have the most amazing semester of RAJE ever. Now, I'd like to introduce a very special man, a man who has been on this journey, one of the foremost leaders of Russian Jewry, who began his journey as a refusenik, as someone who fought the Soviet Union, who rediscovered Jewish life behind the Iron Curtain, became one of the most prominent leaders of Russian Jews, who after being allowed to make Aliyah, to leave for Israel, he was the State Department's Voice of America, broadcasting to the Jews left behind the Iron Curtain week after week, a message of hope, a message of inspiration. He came to America to find a school that many of you are maybe familiar with, Sinai Academy. Anybody here from Sinai? Yeah. Okay. Founded the first Russian Jewish newspaper called Yevreysky Mir, and has now joined us at RAJE, at the helm of RAJE, as the executive director of RAJE. It gives us great pleasure to welcome Rabbi Aryeh Gutzin.